Hey everyone, it is me, Kizzy B. Listen, y'all go ahead and share the broadcast. In just a moment, we have the one and only, I call her Doctor, Tammy Guillory. She will be on to talk about her products and her services she offered. She is an amazing trichologist. She is like the guru with products to help with hair restoration. She has a journey, a testimony. I'm telling y'all, come on in here, share, like the broadcast. I'm tagging a few people because I need y'all in this house with Tammy. Oh my goodness. So yeah, go ahead and tag a few people. Get them in. It is time for us to talk to the doctor of hair loss. She doesn't mind me saying that. I told her I'm a little extra, so I'm going to call her for what she is. Tag a few people. If you know someone who suffered from hair loss, who want to learn a little bit more about the whole process of healthy hair, Tammy has a wide arrangement of products, y'all. When I tell you, she went from one product, goodness, I can't even count how many she has now. And she's an expert. She's amazing at all that she does. All right, y'all come on in here. Y'all see all this information that I have displayed. Thank you for joining us on this Friday. It is Freedom Friday. We love Fridays. I pray today y'all were able to give God the thanks, glory, and honor, right, for waking you up. We're grateful that you're here for us. Share the broadcast. Get some people in here, especially if you know anyone who suffered from hair loss, who maybe their follicles are damaged. I'm not going to even talk like I'm an expert, y'all, because we're going to let Tammy do all the talking. I'm just giving an introduction of how fabulous Tammy is. I see you, Brother Sonny. Hey, y'all give me a shout out. Y'all know I love my shout outs. Give me a shout out. Tell me where you're from. Tell me where you're coming in. It's me, Kizzy B. I'm on here. And I want to know where you're coming from. All right. So listen, that's all the information. Now, I am about to bring to the stage Tammy. Tammy! Y'all come on, give her a shout out. Woo! We're here. All right, Tammy. It is so good to see you on this beautiful Friday. Wait, hold up. Where's Tammy? Tammy, I don't see you. I know you're still there because I can see you at the bottom.
I'm in the back. I'm still.
Oh, I hear you. There you go. So Tammy's coming. There you go. I see you now.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you?
I'm good. Well,
I love it. So listen, y'all, Tammy, I call her doctor because like she has perfected her craft in hair restoration. I followed her. Well, let's give a little background, y'all, because Tammy's no stranger to me. This is one of my really good friends from high school. Like we went to the high school. We grew up in the same city together. But in high school, you know, just she's always been that fun, loving, care about people straight up, like Tammy straight up, who she is. Always loved her. And I followed her journey through her transition from high school to her career. And I am just so, if no one ever told you that, I am just so proud of you, Tammy. You have stumped the enemy in the head because you had to overcome so many obstacles. Like literally, y'all, time can't tell how much this beautiful woman of God has gone through. She does not look like what she's been through.
Right.
I'm talking about when I say from tragedy to triumph, this one has triumphed over all of the trauma in her life. And that's why she's here today. And she's going to share a little bit about her life. I don't know if she knew that or not, because I told her this is an open forum. So if she want to tell a little bit about her background of how she's arrived, thank you, to how you've gotten where you are today. Because literally she took all of that tragedy and she transformed it. And now she's triumphant. And I love to see that. I love to see people flourish and do what God has destined for them to do. And God has placed in those hands the ability to transform hair. Y'all, I don't know about y'all, but hair is not my forte. Okay, can I get an amen? I may be the only one out there, but y'all, I don't understand hair. I just know God gave it to me and I like it. But it's people like Tammy who can actually translate the beauty and the glory of what God said that crown of our head is. And she makes us look oh so good. So Tammy, how are you? I'm gonna give this floor over to you and let you introduce yourself to these people.
I'm well, Kizzy. Good to be here. I'm Tammy Guillory. I'm from Lake Charles, Louisiana. I own a salon called Tammy Guillory's um, Hair Loss Solutions here in Lake Charles. I've been doing hair for next week will be 26 years that I've been standing behind the chair. So I became a trichologist about 5 years ago, and seen a need for hair loss. A lot of women were losing their hair that was coming into the salon and couldn't really give them my answer what was going on, what was the problem. So I started digging to find that root cause. You know how we that's where everything is at. It comes from the root. So I did some research on trichology and found out that it was something that I think that I would really love to do, and I was passionate about hair loss. So I got certified in it, went to school, and became a trichologist.
So that word trichologist, that's just a fancy word for the study of hair loss. And it goes deeper. And again, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about this, but it goes deeper than just losing hair. There's actually a science, that's why they call it trichology, a study of it. And Tammy applied the knowledge that she learned to try to not only just restore, but transform the actual process of this hair regrowth. Tell them a little bit, if you don't mind, tell them a little bit about one of the stories I saw recently. Maybe this was earlier this year, of this lady who came into your shop. And listen, y'all can follow Tammy. Follow Tammy on her page, on her Facebook page, her YouTube page, and you will see these videos of transformation. Literally, this lady had bald spots throughout her scalp. And when I saw the transformation, she did a relapse video, and I was like, oh my God. So Tammy, tell us a little bit about that.
Well, she didn't know what she had. She came in and she told me that she just had noticed that she was just losing globs of hair. So she had like bald spots all over. So the scientific term for that is called alopecia areata. So it's normally caused by autoimmune diseases. So I asked her if she had been tested with a full blood panel to see if she had any autoimmune diseases that she wasn't aware of. Well, she works for the post office. She's a mail carrier. So she had rheumatoid arthritis, which is an autoimmune disease. Later on, we found out after the storm that she was diagnosed with lupus after that. And that was the root cause of why she was losing her hair. Once the body got back into alignment, her hair started coming back. We had done some treatments topical, and I had her on some stuff that she had to take by mouth, like vitamins and things that she had to do at home to put on her hair topical every night. But she followed the program to the letter, and she regained her hair. And she came back and she said, I just was waiting for you to reopen so you could cut my hair. I didn't want anybody to cut it but you, because you're the one that helped me grow it back. So that's why I posted the picture. We had just cut her hair, but she had regained her fullness. All her hair was back, except for like in one little spot, it was like a little thin area. And we treated that and she regained all her hair. So it was a success story.
Tammy, that literally is a success story, because what I've heard, and I tagged a few people that I personally talk with who deal with hair. Hey, Marion, I see you on here. I tagged a few people that I know who talk to me about hair loss, and some of the idea is that the hair never grows back. That once it's lost, it's done. Once you have those bald spots, you're stuck with them, and it really can be very discouraging. Can you talk a little bit more about that process of the hair regrowth?
Yeah. So what the first thing we do is you call to schedule a consultation. We get you in. I'm in one of the private rooms right here where I do consultations at. I do a one-on-one consultation with me and the client. I have the TV that's behind me, that's up there. That's for us to look through a scope. With the scope, I'm showing you where the follicles are. If you have follicles, active follicles is a sign of you can grow your hair back. So I'm looking, searching throughout the hair for follicles. If I see follicle activity, then I know we can regain hair. So that's the first step, knowing that you are a candidate for the program. Once we find out that you are a candidate, then I set up a treatment plan with that client based off of what they can afford and also what will be needed and how long of a span we may need to go. And then from there, we take off and we start the process and we take pictures to show them the growth and how everything is going. Every 3 to 6 months, 3 to 6 weeks, I'm looking and checking. I'm watching as you come in. I'm seeing the growth. You start seeing the growth. They get really excited when they start seeing growth. And then we go from there and just continue to get the treatments done. Normally, a treatment plan is about a 6 month span. Some, if it's severe, it can be up to a year.
I love it. I love it. So 6 months to a year, but in the beginning, listen, y'all, this is so great. Tammy said, I told you she's the doctor. Y'all say what y'all want. She's not just looking at your scalp from a surface. She literally have a scope that she can look and see if those follicles are active. Because you remember, if something's active, that means there's still life behind it, even if you don't see it from the surface. Look, y'all see this?
This is
She
what
has
we use, and it's a scope, and it goes up to 100 times magnification. So I'm looking below the dermis to see what we can find. If you have follicles, because sometimes follicles are blocked, so with sebum buildup or just product buildup. So we do exfoliations to remove that so you can get growth. But I can see with this tool beyond just what you can see with the naked eye, so I can see if the follicle is active or not. And if we have follicle activity, we got a green light. We ready.
I love it. I love it. Listen, my cousin Tamika said, I'm glad I tuned in because listening to her doctors, nothing against the doctors, but they don't have the knowledge that Tammy has studied. She said, listening to the doctors will make you feel there's no hope after hair loss. Tammy, speak a little bit about that hope restored.
Okay, so starting out, I did this lady in the beginning. She was diagnosed with MS, and she was a Caucasian lady, and she said somebody had told her about me, and she had been to dermatologists, and her videos are on my page. She was like the first person that did a video for me, and she was on the page. She was telling me that you're my last bit of hope. I'm coming here. The doctors have told me that my hair won't grow back. They had on a lot of medication, and the medication was similar to, it gave the same results that chemotherapy gave. So she had alopecia totalis, which means she had no hair anywhere, no eyebrows, no eyelashes. So when we started treatment on her, she did what she needed to do. After about 3 months, we started seeing hair coming in. And she was so excited. She said, I knew God sent me here because I was getting ready to shave my head and just start wearing hats and wigs. She said, because the doctor told me my hair would not ever grow back. So sometimes they not really looking in depth like I am because this is what I'm passionate about. The dermatologist, when you go to a dermatologist, a lot of times they just tell you, okay, I'm gonna give you some steroid injections. We'll see if that works. Come back in about a month and I'm gonna look and see how it's looking. They don't, a lot of them don't even use a dermoscope, which is what I showed you earlier. But not bashing the doctors or anything like that, but I have been doing hair for a long time, so it is my passion. I'm passionate about it. When I see hair growth, the clients say they think that I'm more excited than them because I see that it's working. So with hope, women, that's what we all strive to have. Everybody wants to have hair. Everybody wants to wear their own hair, so when they want to, at their leisure. If you want to wear a unit or a hair pieces or a weave, you want to wear it at your own leisure. But at some point in time, you may want to wear your own hair. Some women don't have that opportunity because due to hair loss. So a lot of times the women that come in, sometimes they're broken, they're hurt, they're depressed, their self-esteem is down to nothing because they've lost their hair. They feel like they've lost hope. So I always go in and tell them in the beginning, hey, look, I've been doing this for a long time and it's okay. It's just you and I in here, and I'm going to help you to the best of my ability if I can help you. Now, Kizzy, what do you think? What better person would you want in your head? And I'm not too moan on or anything like that, but you know what I've been through. I went through brain surgery. I had brain surgery about 6.5 years ago. I had a brain tumor. It wasn't cancerous, but I had a brain tumor. Well, in that time of me being sick, God anointed me in the area of healing. So now you have somebody in your head with a special anointing for healing that may be able to bring your hair back if you have the faith and I have the faith to do it. We can do it together and let God do the rest. You on mute.
I'm sorry. I'm literally just praising God because Tammy, I told y'all she took her trauma and turned it into triumph. She literally went through the process of losing hair. They shaved her head because I mean she had brain surgery. But in that trauma, God gave her the ability, my God, to not only show her the skill, but to bless others. You saw, I don't know if you saw this comment. Tamika said that a chemo drug took her hair out.
Mm-hmm.
Her doctor told her her hair ain't growing back. Tammy is here as a witness to tell you, yeah, it is possible. Come on, Tammy.
It is possible. I would like to just look and see what we can find. If you have if you have follicles, I know I can grow your hair back. So don't lose hope. Schedule your consultation and come in. Submit your story. You can submit a story and you might get picked. And that's what we really came on to talk about. But we got on with something. We came on and got on to something else. But I'm doing a program from. I started it on November 1st, and it's gonna last until till no till January 1st. It's till December 31st. It was 8 weeks in those 2 months. We have 8 weeks to get. I'm looking for 8 women or men to bless with the service. I'm giving the service away. All you have to do is send in a short story. In that service, you are receiving a free consultation along with whatever service. The first lady we picked in week 1, she had hair loss. She had had brain surgery. So she was the first story I picked because I felt like God had her daughter to send that to me for me to be able to help her and give her hope. So she was the first person I picked. So God allowed me to bless her with 8 weeks of treatment that she'll be getting for free. So God is in this. He had been giving this to me for about 3 weeks, and I kept saying, no, no way. Giving services, okay, all right. And I'm a giver. I don't have a problem with giving. I love to give, but I was just thinking, okay, God, where are we going with this? Because you set me up for greater, I know, in sowing these seeds into these people. So we looking for people to send in their stories. Um, the email address is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's Tammy Operation Transformation at gmail.com. Short story, 5 sentences, 1 paragraph. Sitting in the story and telling me why you should be picked for this service.
That's good. Tamika, you better, girl. Look, if you wasn't gonna submit it, I was gonna submit it for you. And I tagged a few people on here, y'all. This is not a gimmick. Tammy is giving up. I don't know the whole value. I'm gonna say it's past hundreds, maybe thousands. The value of this for 8 weeks
Hey,
to okay. Do y'all hear this?
and
She's
you don't
giving
have
it.
to have hair loss in order to do it.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to have hair loss.
Okay. So anyone
So
can put their story in.
you can sit in your story and you might just need a blowout and you having a hard time or something went on traumatic in your life and you sit in your story and we're gonna just and we pick it and you just get a free blowout. You know,
What
it's just whatever.
did y'all hear that? She said whatever. Whatever. So it doesn't have to be a traumatic hair loss. It can be whatever. You might just like, I like that, Tammy. You might just say, I just want somebody to touch my hair and anoint. This woman of God has anointed hands. Some of you just need an anointing hand in your head. And Tammy, you know, because I know my stylist, sideways, y'all be like counselors. You
Right,
already know.
right.
So you might just need somebody to touch and agree with you, who has anointed hands, who can listen to you and just help you through that difficult season. You never know who God's appointing to you. So listen, everybody, if I tagged you or if you just listen to the rebroadcast or whatever, submit your story. The email is at the bottom. It's Tammy's Operation Transformation. Those are words. Type in those words, Tammy's Operation Transformation at gmail.com. And you can find Tammy Guillory page on Facebook. You can see her information will be posted. We're going to post this all week long so you can get to experience. And look, Tammy is not far away. Lake Charles, from my proximity, is 2 hours, but it depends on where you are. Tammy, you work with their schedule, right? In case
Yeah,
someone's coming from out of town.
yes. And you know, I have a lady that drives all the way from Hammond every Saturday for treatments. Because she said, I didn't want anybody. The Lord told me you. Because I told her, I said, well, there's someone closer that I can put you in contact with. She said, no, the Lord said you. She said, so I'll be driving. I was like, okay. So
Yeah.
she gets up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to get here for 6.
Woo. Are y'all hearing that? See, when you really want something, you know it's good. You gonna
Willing
travel
to
the
take
distance.
a drive.
You take that drive. And I know she's seeing the results. So that's why she keeps going. And that should be proof in the pudding. No one's going to waste 4 hours of travel time for something that's not worth it. This is
Right.
worth it. This is worth it. And I really want y'all to submit your stories. Like I told you, I've been knowing Tammy since I was young, since high school. Tammy is not just a fly by night pop up shop. This is a proven testament, not only in her own experience with her hair loss, but through the clients. She has hundreds of testimonies of, just go to her page, of restoration, not just from hair loss, but just for transformation of the beauty of the hair, the glory. God said your head is the crown. This is the crown of glory. And I like how you said something though, Tammy. I love this. She said, for you to have hair that if you choose to wear your natural hair, so be it. Or if you choose to put a unit on, so be it. But it's your choice. What Tammy is doing is giving your choice back. So you won't feel like, man, not today. I can't wear my natural hair because of XYZ, whatever the reason is. Some people just have really unhealthy hair. And you said something else, y'all. I know I'm all over the place, but I pick up on what Tammy's saying. Some people literally just have so much scalp buildup that their hair just can't flourish. Have you seen that before? Like that scalp buildup from
Yeah.
years of product use? Do you offer services where you clean?
And we offer scalp exfoliations for that.
Okay. So listen, some of you just need a scalp exfoliation. You may not need the 8 weeks treatment, just that little. Or there's something else you said, hydration. You said several key words
Mm-hmm.
that truly you might think that you just have, and I don't believe in saying bad hair. You may just have unhealthy hair. And Tammy, Dr. Tammy, as I affectionately call her, Dr. Tammy, the trichologist, can help restore and transform that crown of glory. All right, Tammy, is there any parting words you want to leave the beautiful people with?
No. Like I said in the beginning, I was telling you that I had one product. I think you bought some for your baby. I had one product when I started this. I got my own product line. And we're up to 9 products now. I have a regrow. That's the little grease. Everybody was buying it. I'm out of it right now. It's on back order. So, but I have a antifungal cleanser, which is just because it says antifungal don't mean you have to have any kind of. It's just to get rid of anything that may be on the scalp from wearing weaves or wigs, just to get the scalp really clean and prepared for whatever your next service, whatever you're gonna do next. Also, antifungal conditioner, antifungal hair oil. It's all 3 of those products came out at the same time. Then I have a exfoliating scalp scrub for your scalp for scalp buildup, and I have a leave-in conditioner, a sea moss hair mask, and then I have a new oil that just came out that I was introduced to by some guys from overseas. And this is, if you look up Botana oil is known in Honduras as the miracle oil. It's a healing oil. So I have that also. I just added to my product line. It's great for thinning and bald spots. Dr. Sebi, if you go up and look, Dr. Sebi talked about it on YouTube about people that were balding and losing their hair using Botana oil and their hair started growing back. So I have Botana oil as one of my new products, and also anti frizz silken serum is my last one that you would use as a protective, heat protected for flat ironing and hot curling and things of that nature. And all those products will be available on my website, tammyguillory.com. You can schedule appointments there and also shop there. And I have a Christian based t shirt line also listed on that site as well.
You know, I have all your shirts, like legit, and I'm gonna buy some new ones too because I love her t-shirt line. I got Faith of Mustard Seed, Goat. I have all of them.
Yeah,
I just bought her shirt. So if you have some new ones, I'm coming back to get some. That website again was tammyguillory.com. Am I, is that correct?
that's correct. Uh-huh.
Okay. And did y'all hear that? 9 products. She started with one. I remember buying that one. And look how God expect. Can I give a little bit of your testimony, please?
Go ahead.
What y'all don't understand, because y'all think Tammy just popped up overnight. There was a hurricane that hit Lake Charles.
Mm-hmm.
Hurricane Laura was not kind to Lake Charles. She tore up some stuff and destroyed this woman of God's business. Tammy could have folded. She could have easily said, forget it, I'm packing up and leaving, because a lot of people left the region. They were like, forget it, I'm done with all these hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
But she stuck it out. I watched Tammy. I don't even know how you did it, but you pick up.
I don't know how I did it either.
Okay, did y'all hear that? She don't know how she did it either, but it was God. But God.
It wasn't me.
But God. But God. She picked up the pieces, rebuild, and came back stronger and better. So God gave her triple. I'm gonna say triple for her trouble. And so now this product that she's launched, not only to hair restoration, but now she has 9 product like legit. I told you I'm overly proud of you for this. Do you sell your products to like other companies? Do you wholesale it?
Not yet. I've been contacted, but I'm still praying about that.
Okay.
Because right now I really just wanted it really coming through me. Because I don't want anybody to put anything into it and make it different.
You hear that, huh?
Tweaking
she wanted through her blessed hands. Touched
I
and
like
anointed
all the products.
I love
before
it.
I sell them.
That's Tammy. That's beautiful, y'all. So you're not just getting some any kind of old shelf. You don't even know what the history is. So go to Tammy's page. I'm telling you now. Go to Tammy's page. Buy the products. Go ahead and order them. And I wear her t-shirt. Actually, I should have put one on today. Because I have her t-shirts. They're high quality. They're beautiful, very well designed, and they're statements. I love to have statements of God on me, like wherever I go. So go to her product page, tammyguillory.com. Don't forget, submit your story. Let me take this down so you can see it. It's Tammy's Operation Transformation at gmail.com. Submit a five-line story, and they're going to contact you. So make sure you put your contact information, and they'll select you and you'll get services. She is giving these services away, y'all. And I'm talking about hundreds of dollars, if not thousands worth of services unto you. And God, let me tell you something. God gives seed to the sower. She's literally sowing back into the community. She's going to reap a harvest. She already knows it. She knows the principle of God. I don't have to tell Tammy this. She knows the harvest of God. But her heart is to give, and her heart is to help. So let's not let this go. Let's not let this great service fall to the ground. Let's put it in good ground. So everybody on here, everyone, I know Tamika is one, but everybody on here, even if you're watching the rebroadcast, go ahead and submit your information to Tammy. TammyGuillory.com is her website, or you can go to Tammy's Operation Transformation. Let me make my words right. Tammy's Operation Transformation at gmail.com. Yep. Submit your story. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to share? Hey, my other cousin from Lake Charles just popped on. Listen, she just popped on. I was just calling you out. You make sure you go to Tammy's page. You're right there in the city. Submit your information. All right. Tell Aunt Lois too. Submit your information. All you're doing is giving a story. Okay. Go ahead and tell your story. You never know. You or Aunt Lois could be picked. All right. God bless you. All right. Anything else, Tammy?
Nope, Kizzy, that's it. I thank you for giving me opportunity to come on and share what I have going on in this season.
Absolutely. Look, she says she's right by your shop. Well, honey, you can go pop in and tell Tammy, hey. She says she's right next to you. Okay, very good. Very good. Tammy is such a wonderful woman of God, y'all. She pours her heart. And just such a beautiful woman of God. Love her so much. Listen, y'all, don't forget again. I'm going to say this one more time. It is Tammy. Operation, Tammy's, put an S in then, Operation Transformation at gmail.com. Okay. And it's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It will be posted on our pages in case you don't have a pen or paper, but just make sure you submit it. Oh, she said you're a very sweet person. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, thanks for the shout out. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So Tammy does have a great name in the city, y'all. I told you she's not a pop-up shop. She didn't just come overnight, do something, and then run out of town. No, she's built this through the blood, sweat, and tears. Come on, girl. With her hands, through blood, sweat, and tears. But she did it. So you're seeing the fruits of all of that labor now. And so now she will flourish. And we just want you to be a part of it. Okay. All right. All right, Tammy, it's been great chatting with you. If you want more information, y'all follow Tammy on her social media platforms and make sure you submit your story, and it'll be on my page as well. But I thank God for each of you. God bless you all. Tammy, God bless you. Thank you again. And thank you for everyone who's participated on here. And we will see y'all next time. Go in peace, power, love, and a sound mind. That is the portion that God has given you. Kizzy B, signing out. Bye.